Alright, so welcome to a cheeky little Black Ops 3 video. Realistic difficulty for mission 2, and this is probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest missions you will probably do. So, to show you what to do and how to get through it, starting off, there is a lot of talking if you haven't played the mission already before. Once you get to this point though, when the car blows up and you're sent into action, first thing you want to do is to turn on your tactical mode using the right on the D-pad and aim for the guys on the top and head towards the right hand side. There'll be a few on the left you can take out now or when you jump up, it's completely up to you, but there's plenty of cover along this bit, so you shouldn't worry too much. Just stay behind things, move up slightly. There's a guy on the right behind this barrier, but I blew him off with a grenade, so watch out for him. Go around the corner, a few more on the left, a few on the right. Duck in and out of cover if you need to, but move on. Isn't too many enemies in this part of the mission. There is, however, in a second, two guys up top that you might miss, and there was one, if you didn't see, in the big scaffolding up very high on the left that you might need to watch out for, because I'm pretty sure he's a sniper, but easy to take out. So this next part is pretty damn dodgy, and you want to probably go to the left. That's the way I went. There's a few on the right, just take them out before you go up. If you have smoke again as your ability like you did in the first mission, then use that simple way of getting through, but there's a few at the far end. If you have the right weapon you can take them out, but you don't necessarily have to. Go up the stairs and there will be a few that jump up. Should only be 2 or 3 already up here. Maybe none, depends on how many you took out before, but they will call up, so just wait. Hide behind the cover. As soon as you see them, pick them off. And move on round to the left again. Gonna be 1 or 2 again up here probably. Should be a window to duck under though, and take out the guys opposite you. But again, it will call up the wall on the left, so just make sure you're ready for that. And go through this building. Going through the left here will cut out a few enemies that your teammates will take out for you. Just stick to the left for now. Slowly go round while your sights are up, take out enemies that you see, and eventually if you have smoke again, put that down and slide along to the right and then take out the rest of the enemies. It's going to be a few up top, a lot of them though are at the back of the map, so you're going to have to throw a few flashbangs or maybe try and pick them off. Up to you, depending on how good you are at the game. You should be able to take them out quite easily though. Okay, now you'll be offered the chance to hack into a drone if you have the right class on, which is the one they offer you at the beginning. I chose to use my own one, so I can't do it that way. The way I'm going to show you though, you can either kill them with the drone or without, it doesn't matter. But you're going to go through the room, there'll be a few, and they're not actually going to shoot at you at first because they'll be occupied by Diaz's drone, so it's a bit cheeky of him. Take out the 2 enemies there, go around the corner very slowly, because there will be a lot of enemies right in front of you and up on the left, so use the poles for cover if you can. Just jump in and out very quickly to try and take them all out. And move up, staying on the bottom floor is the best way to do this. There'll be a few up in the window straight ahead. Turn around, more upstairs, and a lot of them will spin around the corner, so find a decent bit of cover and work your way around. You might want to switch over to the right hand side now, because you're gonna be blurred in your vision, because there will be a big freaking generator sign that you have to try and spot enemies through. So there's at least 4, maybe even 5 of them down there. If you have nades and flashbangs, use them, but you might have to try and spray and get lucky here. That's what I had to do. It's annoying, I know, but if you have a drone you shouldn't worry too much. Should be done quite easily. Going down, you'll come to a very big room with a lot of enemies and a few sentries. So if you have smoke, pop it out, sprint all the way to the left because there is a corridor. Now you want to wait here, take out a few enemies that come by, but make your way to the end, and you will want to hug the left wall and literally just peer around until you take out all the enemies, in and out, in and out, in and out, nice and slow till you kill them all. Use a bit around the corner, which I used, and you'll want to use once you've killed all the enemies on the right, because you have to take out a sentry. Now pop out very slowly so it doesn't shoot you. You want to aim for its leg because there is a point where you can shoot it without it hitting you, so do that. And there'll be 4 or 5 enemies around the corner, so very quickly in out, in out, in out, and shoot when you can. Doesn't matter if you're shooting through the wall, you will get a few wall bangs in there, so kill them and move on. Meeting up with Sarah Hall, and you will jump out. There won't be many here, but there'll be 1 she'll take out. There's 2 along the balcony bit, but this bit will catch you out if you're not ready, because you get to a point where you're running on a few rooftops and there will be drones popping out of everywhere, so hide behind cover. Don't challenge them unless you're ready to take all 3 of them out at once. They'll move left to right, so wait till they've shot at you, they'll move, shoot them while they're moving. Best thing to do. Now the hardest part is still yet to come, but this is pretty damn tough. When you meet up with the black guy, you're going to be in a train station. Pop a smoke if you have it, if not, take out a few and slide to the left. You want to hide under the escalators where they can't really get you. Take out the guys where you just come from, and there'll be a few up on the train to the left of you. Few on the balconies way over to the right, and then you go through a hallway which will be tough. I died a few times here, but try and stay by Diaz on the right hand side for this part if you can get back over without dying, and do that, especially coming from the right because they will come out at you. So open bit is the right hand side where we have more room to shoot them, and move on. So we see a train now, and what you want to do is head on the right hand side of that, and the following set of trains, stick to the right at the beginning, and then you want to cut back along the left of the edge of the trains when you have killed all the people around the corner, and try if you can to stay against the wall because there'll be about 3 or 4 enemies on that little platform bit around the corner. Throw a cheeky flashbang if you've got any and just take them out. A few down this little corridor, but you'll have your thermal optics on now, so you should be able to do this pretty easily. Few on the left, few on the right, just take them out nice and slowly. Edge around the corner as usual. And you'll get to this room where there will be a bunch of robots breaching through the wall on the left. So they're breaching on the left, you want to stick to the right. Use your flashbangs, etc. Smoke if you have it. And you want to head through this little gap in the wall. Now there will be 1 guy behind the box waiting for you, as well as a guy in the window as you get closer, so throw a flash if you need. But after those 2, edge slowly round because the building's opposite you, the rooms I should say, there'll be a guy inside there too. But by the time you get there, your teammates should have taken out the rest along the way. If not, be careful because there'll be some on your left hand side. Okay, so this part literally took me the better part of 25 minutes just to figure out the best way to do it and actually get through it. I must have died at least 50 times, so what you want to do is head over to this sort of area where I'm now behind the barrel on the right. Keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. Best thing to do is stay to the right because your teammate will take out the guys on the left. Literally there'll be 3 at the beginning as soon as you enter the room on the right. 2 or 3 will start wandering over from the middle, and there's a downstairs room, so wait until you've taken them all out. And then there will be a bunch up at the back in the room which you can try and pick off a long range if you want to. There's about 4 up top and maybe 1 down bottom. Or you can go to the left and hope that they will start walking down, because a few will still be on the left. Your teammate won't do all the work. But it's up to you whether you want to pick them off at long range or work your way around to the left. I'd probably say pick them off at long range is the best option to take, but if you don't have much ammo or another weapon, then just give it a cheeky go on the left, I guess. So for the final battle, it is going to be a pretty tough thing to get through. But what you want to do is, as soon as you see that little, I don't know, I'll call it an ST, the rolly thingy, going down, it says pick that off, regardless of what it says, take it out, because it will destroy you in the anus if you don't. What you want to do, if you have smoke, then use that. There'll be a few guys jumping down to the right, you can see me picking them off now. If you need to, then just slide and dive into this little hole in the floor, and you'll want to sit behind this big cage thing. Now you can shoot through the cage, or you can move slightly to the left. There's a big block, and you can take them out from behind there. You go in and out, in and out, in and out. The peeping technique, and you will eventually get to a point where there are no enemies. But be careful, because they do have rockets, so just if you hear or see them look anything like they're about to fire a rocket at you, just freaking dive in cover as fast as you can. But you'll start walking up the stairs and they'll spawn a few more. So my strategy for this is to run up the wall here on the left, and you have a little bit of cover, so just move about until you spot him, take out the little drone thingy. A few more guys will spawn as you move up, so be careful. Hide behind a desk, throw flashes if you have them, and you will also see a few more on the opposite side of the room. So literally just stay in cover the whole time while doing this. You will get pissed, as I did, because you will die a few times trying to do this, but you'll get it done as long as you stay in cover and hopefully you have enough ammo. There's one more little bit of game to go through, and that is on the train. Plenty of cover though, so don't worry too much. One guy there after the bar table. Wait until they come out of their little pods, because when you go through to this next bit, there'll be 4. So peer around, take them off. If you hit a civvy, it doesn't matter, it's only a simulation. So ever so slightly come around, because they will be spraying at you. If you have flashes, use them. But you want to peek and lean round the corner. That is the best thing to do here, because they will be coming right for you. Moving on though, before you get to the next door, you want to do exactly the same thing, because they will have 4 more enemies heading your way. So peek round, take them out if you can. Use your flashes again, and go through the next bit, which should lead you onto the roof. Now, I died here a lot, so don't get frustrated, keep going for it. You're going to want to take out the guy on the left first, duck behind cover and try and wallbang him is the best way to do this, because he'll come at you really quickly here. Move up doing the same thing along the roof again, because there'll be a few more enemies coming your way until you get to the jump point. Don't try and be smart as like me and use the concussive wave, because it does absolutely nothing. What you want to do is edge over the top. You will see 4, maybe even 5 guys. Watch out, because they do they do that. They jump up. So if you need to hide behind cover, be prepared, because they will do it out of nowhere. You can see there though, picking them off with a few cheeky headshots. And move along. This part very similar to the part you just did. Take out the guy on the left, try and wallbang, because this guy will freaking run at you super quick. If you need to, use the flashbangs, but I haven't got any left, so I had to try and do the hard strategy. Keep going along, again using cover, and you get to another drop point. Exact same strategy. Peek over the top. There will be a few guys that spawn a bit further along the train, so further backwards as far as they need to, and pick them off again. finally though, this is actually the last bit of game for this level, so literally just, if you're close, don't come out of cover unless you really need to. Crawl if you really have to. Just get it done. There will be 2 enemies in this little doorway though, so refill your ammo before you go in. Use your flashes down the hallway, throw a few nades down there too. Just get this part done and you have finished mission 2. Make sure there are no enemies. Stay in cover until you're absolutely sure there's none. And go up to the door and you should be finished. So, hope this has helped you slightly to get the level done on realistic mode. All the other missions will be in the description in a playlist or in this video, so if you want to check them out then they will be there. And many more trophy guides on my channel. So I hope this helped.
Darling, I will be loving you